Hi guys, welcome back to week 3 in my Project Life album. I can tell you week 3 was just not mine. I was feeling tired. I had a lot of work and I was just not feeling that week. And because of that, I didn't take too many pictures. So I wanted to go on that topic. If you have weeks where you don't really have a lot of pictures, there are like 3 simple things you can do to fill up that week if you are trying to do so and always wanted to stick with the 2-spreaded layout. So tip number 1 is if you get pictures from godchildren or other people, and why don't go ahead and just document small things of their lives. So for my godchildren, for example, my sister or my niece always sends me pictures of them, and from time to time I just add a couple of pictures of them into my album just to see how they develop and how they grow up, and I wanted to be able to look back at that when I look through my album. So that would be the one thing you can do. The second thing is Mila and I watched Vaiana, and I just took a screenshot of the movie cover so I could add that to my Project Life. And then the third thing is, if you don't have pictures, just journal. You don't need to have pictures for every single thing. Just go ahead and write down your stories. As you can see, I did quite a lot of journaling. That's because I didn't take pictures to every single thing I wanted to talk about or think back about. So these are the 3 things you can do if you don't have too much pictures. Last week I told you about stamping or pre-stamping your stamps on white paper and looking at your stamps as an embellishment. Maybe like save them in a small box and go through them from time to time. So this is one thing I did in this video, or for this video. As you can see, I'm not doing a lot of embellishments. I am keeping it pretty simple in form of stamps that I pre-stamped, and throughout the spread I just used them as an embellishment, and then just added some puffy stickers. So that's like all I'll do for the embellishments in this week. So I wanted to talk about some more things besides that. Because there's not really a lot to say about the layout, I wanted to talk about 3 products that I frequently use and I really enjoy using and love using. So for the first thing, I want to talk about archival ink. I know there are a lot of inks out there and I haven't really tried any other ink, but I can tell you I'm really happy with this ink pad. I have it for quite some while now, I believe almost 3 years, and like recently I'm using it a lot of times or often, and it's still inky. It's not too juicy anymore, but it still gets nice expressions whenever I'm stamping, and I'm not seeing the need of re-inking it or refilling it really soon. So big shout out to the archival ink from Ranger. And I also want to talk about the trimmer I have. In the past I always used a trimmer with some blades, and I always had to rebuy those blades and they were really expensive. So I was on the search for a trimmer that would not have the need to buy those, and I came across this Tonic trimmer from, what is it? Oh no, Tonic is, I think, is the brand, and it's a self-sharpening trimmer. You can get them in different sizes. I have I think it's a 4x6 maybe, or something about that size, and I'm really loving it. It trims paper, pictures, not too good on plastic. For that I would recommend something different, but just for papers and the pictures, it is perfect. It is on point and it never loses its sharpness, so that's like a big plus, and I can always go and use it. I have it for a couple of months, oh no, longer than that, maybe 1.5 years, and I'm still happy with it, and I'm thinking about maybe picking up the bigger size. And then also for the last thing I wanted to talk about is the Muji pen that I'm using right now. I'm really loving this pen. I have a lot of different pen. This is like an is it a gel pen? It writes really smooth. It never smears. You need to let it dry a little bit, but after that it doesn't smear. And you can also write on photo paper, but the self-printed photo paper from home, and it really holds to that pretty nice as well. And or one pen goes a long way, so I'm really loving those pens if you're still on a search for a good pen. So you guys, that's almost all for week 3. I hope you liked and enjoyed the small video, and if you did, I would really appreciate a thumb up or maybe a comment, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye!